What's going on YouTube?
Washington.
This is Martin for here once again. Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy Jamar for here once again, and we are here to discuss this latest episode of Bad Girls Club that just aired this past Tuesday, which was yesterday, and this was a good episode. However, as far as reviewing it and actually what happened, I'm not going to do like a play-by-play, a full-on. I'm just going to kind of state some things and give my opinion on some things, because some of my opinions have changed since the first episode. And one of the things that's kind of changed is I'm getting annoyed slowly but surely with Red, and I like her, and I want to like her, and she's funny, she's comical, you know, she's silly, but it's just like at the same time she's had this mentality, or she's started to show characteristics of the type of girls on this show that I just don't like. First, she started off with that, oh, this new girl better bow down to my feet because, you know, they didn't pick you over us and we the originals and shit. That's that shit that I don't like. Secondly, y'all remember, if y'all saw my review, check out my review from last week when she was cock blocking Jada from getting that fine ass black man into her bed. That was fucked up. And now this week she's sitting there going off and talk about how Asia is lame and Asia's this, Asia's that. She's so over her, but yet, unless I can recall, y'all ain't even had no kind of discussion, exchange of any kind. So I'm failing to see where the issue is with Asia. I honestly don't too much really understand it. And it seems like both Red and Lauren only do things and they act up when they feel like they have an audience. Like Lauren, first episode, getting all up in Alex, aka Slim's face, talking about how, oh, I liked you right off the bat, you a fake ass bitch, all up in her face doing the motherfucking gangster lead and shit. I'm like, girl, if you don't sit your ass down trying not to be extra for these goddamn cameras, Alex wasn't too much bothered with you. She didn't do shit to you. Wasn't no reason for you to be all up in her face like that, and you just being extra for no reason, just because you want to not be looking hard when just 5 minutes prior to you were just crying buku and all that shit. I'm just like, it's just getting like, it's unnecessary. I thought like the things that were this season, like they showed all the fights, they showed the different kind of people, how their personalities kind of were. It looked like it was going to be really, really good, but it's just like the fights and the arguments that I'm seeing occurring are stupid, and they have no real substance to them, and it's just like, what? And now y'all develop this Fab 4 lame 3 type shit, Fab 4 being Red, Jonica, Brittany, and Lauren. Did I say her name? Let me try it again. Red, Jonica, yeah, Brittany and Lauren are supposed to be the supposed Fab 4. Okay, I've already talked about Red and what I don't like. I already talked about Laura and what I don't like multiple times. Britt, girl, you are the Stephanie of the season. You are, and that's season 10 and 11, because both season 10 and 11 Stephanies were invisible. You are trying to be so hard and trying to fit in so bad, and you still have that raccoon concealer around your eyes. You are trying to call Asia basic, Asia thirsty, and you're trying to say, oh, if I just hate her, if I could just pop her one good time, like I don't want to do like pop, 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 I just want to do one big pop, or whatever she was saying on the floor, trying to talk about she had a problem with Asia. Brittany, you are a follower, okay, because you have I don't know anything about you. The only thing I know about you is that you do what everybody else says to do, or you just go along with everybody else doing, when you don't really have any reason to do the things that you do. First of all, that whole shoulder bump thing with Jada, that wasn't, she was just mad and you just so happened to be in the way. Shit happens. For you to go off and do all that shit, like I said, I think that was last week, unnecessary. For you to try to call Asia basic Asia is getting 10 times more camera time than you are. Honestly, the only time that Britt gets camera time is in the confessionals. To be completely 100% real with the shit, that's the only time we really see you, girl. And then even when you're doing that, you're sitting there popping off at the goddamn gums and talking about nonsensical shit and talking about how she's irrelevant when, bitch, we don't even know who you are. Who are you? Who are you, bitch? So that's just my issue with Britt. And Britt, I don't know. She's just trying to be mean and talk about how she has a problem with Asia. And just like Red, they ain't really got no problem with Asia. The only person who should even have any kind of remote, not really problem with Asia is Lauren. And that's only because Asia went up to Lauren in the club. Asked Lauren, who do you think is the next to go home? Lauren replied, Jada. So later down the line, Asia repeats to Jada that Lauren said that she was the one that she wants to go home or thinks should go home. And okay, on one end, it's kind of like, well, damn, bitch, I can't tell you nothing in, confidence. But at the same time, Lauren, since you're such this bad bitch and you so about it all the damn time, had that come up, you should have been like, yeah, the fuck, I said it, and what? Since that's the kind of bitch that you claim to be. But then now you want to get mad, oh no, what you going back saying what I said, blah, 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 blah. Lauren would have been conceived more so as a bad bitch, and I could have respected her more, and she would have said, yeah, that's what the fuck I said. Sorry about it. But instead, she want to target Asia for every goddamn thing. And it's just getting annoying. It's just like, Lauren, sit the fuck down, girl. You doing the fucking most. And moving on along, now that I done defended Asia, now Asia has to come for you, girl. Because in your own way, you was doing the most for the fucking episode. Because Jonica's girlfriend, Diamond, came into town. Now, mind you, this didn't go like I expected. I expected this week, since, Asia and Jonica had this thing going on, and, her girlfriend was coming, even though, granted, the girlfriend was pretty much peeped up on game. Like, you knew that there was this new girl in the house, they cuddled a little bit and whatnot. So the Diamond kind of knew what the deal was. But I expected Diamond to come in and Asia to start some shit, and it to just be this ugly mess. That's what I was expecting to happen, but I didn't get that. At all. At all. Am I disappointed? A little bit. That was a potentially messy but good situation that could have happened. But what happened was, hell, Diamond came in the house and paid Asia all the dust in the corner of the closet because she didn't pay her no mind, like, at all. Like, it was like the bitch wasn't even there. At the club, Asia kind of, like, pushed back. She was like, okay, she was kind of like, okay, I'm not going to try to catch feelings. I know this is her girlfriend. I don't really know what me and Blue are, but, I care about her, blah, 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 blah. I was like, okay, bitch, I can respect that you are at least not going to, throw your cooch at her while her girlfriend is there. So, I can respect you some iota for that. But when Jonica and her girl were on the couch, and you were on the opposite couch, eating chips and salsa and shit, just going off, I had to say, girl, what the fuck are you doing? That is so awkward and kind of rude. I mean, it's one thing that you're there, listening in on all that conversation, but it's another thing that you are eating one of the loudest foods. They look like tortilla chips. Those things are loud and crunchy. So it's just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, could you not eat that upstairs? Like, you just eating chips. Could you not eat them in the kitchen? Could you not go upstairs to your room, go to the confessional room, eat the shit? I'm like, a Diamond almost had every right to motherfucking knock your ass out. But she didn't. And Diamond left, and what's that? Oh, I forgot her name. Jonica, went back and was like, oh, it was kind of, how was you feeling? Did you feel like you was weird, or did it feel awkward for you or something? I was just like, you know what? Even though y'all can try to call Asia thirsty for Jonica and all that stuff, Jonica, you do enable that shit a little bit. You do kind of lead her to believe that, you know, you fucking with her the long way, but still, it wasn't even all that necessary. So, let me see. What other little notes I got that I tried to get here? I already talked about Britt and her irrelevancy and how her and Red are mad for no reason. So, this is some more petty shit. The supposed Fab Four get together and want to sneak out. I'm like, who was that? Who said that? It was I think that was Jada. I think it was Jada that said that. First of all, I'm like Ashley when I saw her review, like, how could y'all not know that these bitches was going? How could y'all not hear the clack 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 of heels walking out the door? Secondly, y'all didn't notice like half the production crew leaving the house. I don't know. I don't know how these things are filmed. I don't know how they have this whole setup going about how big these houses is or who knows what's going on, but it just seemed kind of odd that y'all didn't notice that 4 people were getting done up, because y'all know makeup don't take a short amount of time, and Holly was getting ready and y'all hear the heels clacking. I don't know, it seems difficult to sneak out of the house like that with none of 3 other people knowing. I don't know, just a bit strange, but the girls sneak out and they try to prove this point like, oh, you know, they're embarrassing, you know, they're lame, we can go out, we can have fun and stuff. Truth be told, the people that went out are the people who are embarrassing. Because Alex keeps her cool. She vibe with doing her own thing. Jada, you know, has fun, you know, does what she does with girls. And, excuse me, who is it? Asia. Well, I mean, Asia just tried to go wherever Jonica's going, so... And she's just going to be all up on Asia. So I really don't see how they would be embarrassing, to be honest. But, you know, whatever. And Jada was like, you know what? That really was like corny. She called that shit corny as hell. And she was right. Because just say that we ain't cool with y'all. We don't want y'all to come out with us. It would have been that simple instead of sneaking out. Like, okay, if they figure out that they sneak out, are they supposed to just be like hurt? Or am I supposed to cry? How should I feel about you sneaking out? Just being like, oh, the bitches snuck out, didn't want us? Oh, well. I mean, it's not like y'all fuck with each other anyway, so it's not like your friend left you. I mean, the people who don't like you went out without you. Why would I feel bad that y'all went out without us? Like, it was stupid. So then, the most childish shit of the entire episode comes up. When the girls come home, and Red says, hey, Lauren, somebody put an X on your face. And Lauren goes off. And I'm just like, bitch, this is the Bad Girls Club. They probably all sorts of shit on people's everything. And so she's going trying to talk about, Alex, did you put the X on my face? Oh, what's that the girl? I can't even call the bitch name. What's that bitch name? It's Alex. Oh, Jada. She was like, Jada, did you put the X on my face? Jada was like, no. And then so she was like to Asia, did you put the X on my face? Everybody was pretty much denying that they did that shit. And, you know, of course, Lauren was going off. Y'all was the only bitches here. You put the X. It wasn't there earlier. Blah, 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 blah. And Alex was like, I know I didn't do it. Jada was like, I didn't do that shit. And Asia was sitting there fussing with Lauren like, I didn't do that shit. I didn't do that shit. Like, I knew. And she was in the confessional. I did not do that shit. And honestly, if you ask me, I feel like Red did that shit. And let me tell you why. I feel like Red did that shit because Red doesn't like Asia for reasons unknown to us. Red doesn't like Asia. So what Red likes to fuck with people. So Red put the X over Lauren's face. And then, did you notice that Red was the one that noticed the shit? Red told Lauren, somebody put an X on your face. And because, you know Lauren and Asia don't like each other, or more so Lauren doesn't like Asia, she knew that was going to start up some drama and would probably aid in Asia getting kicked out the house. So I believe that was just all a part of Red's plan against Asia on some childish ass shit. But this was my most annoying part, but this is also one of my favorite parts because you know what? Jonica is a real ass bitch. Okay, and I respect Jonica the utmost. I haven't had this much respect for a bitch since Rocky, because the whole time, even though Jonica was a part of the supposed Fab Four, Jonica was never really a part of the anti-Asia coalition. She never really was a part of that. I'm against Asia for no apparent reason. She was fucking with Asia, and the girls was looking at her sideways sometime, like, how you gonna be cool with Asia and be cool with us, or something like that, some bullshit. And when they was doing all that hollering and shit about the X on the face, she pointed out, like, the only reason that Lauren is sitting here focusing so much on Asia is because Lauren doesn't like Asia. She wasn't too much fucking with Slim, because she didn't like Slim not too long ago. She didn't even too much fucking with her or even chastising her no more. It's all about Asia now. So she wasn't fucking with Alex. She didn't too much fuck with Jada. So, and she hates both of them. Well, she hated both of them. She got into a fight with Jada already, and she was already talking about shit about Slim. So Lauren just moved on to the next bitch to talk about. So, and then Jonica was just like, I ain't with this shit. This shit is whack as fuck. Like, it's just the X. Who gives a fuck? And that's what I'm like, it's just an X. Take it off. Why are you going off so hard? And then Red was talking to Jonica, was like, it's about to be the Fab 3. You about to lose a friend if you don't, I guess, take his side or something. Jonica said, shit, it is what it is, shawty. I was like, yes, Jonica, for not being a following ass bitch. She said, y'all don't want to be my friend, I don't give a fuck. I rock to the beat of my own motherfucking drum, and I respect the hell out of Jonica for that shit. She said, shit, I don't give a fuck. I fuck with Asia. If y'all don't fuck with Asia, y'all ain't gotta fuck with Asia. If you don't want to fuck with me, that's fine too. So that's why I'm fucking with Jonica. I am team blue right now. Just so happen that blue is my favorite color. But that's this week's Bad Girls Club, y'all. I hope they get this together. I almost want somebody to get kicked out the house so we can have some more replacements to kind of shake some shit up, because I'm just like, this Fab Four shit and this whole follower mentality, Brit is dispensable. Red, spoiler alert, is getting sent home next week. I'm sorry. Y'all saw the fight with Jada. Y'all saw the previews. Don't act like I really spoiled some shit. Don't even come in my comments with that bullshit. But yeah, I just hope that these issues and these fights actually become more authentic and realistic, not no more shoulder bumps and X's on faces and petty shit. I'm just like, give me a real issue. If you have an issue with a bitch, let it be something authentic. But that's all I got for this video, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, commenting, and all things of that sort. I'm gonna give y'all a video later on, maybe this weekend, about a bonus video talking about what happened to me when I went to the club this one night. But y'all wait around later on this week for that video, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye-bye.
Like, share, subscribe.
Washington.